Good morning, you guys. I hope that you are having a fantastic day. Welcome to another vlog. In case you're new here, my name is Arianne and I post videos every week on YouTube on lifestyle, on wellness, and fashion. So for today's video, we are going to be getting back on track. I just made myself my first iced matcha. I've never done an iced matcha before. I'm actually cutting back on caffeine because I do find that caffeine is just not good for my mental health. It makes me jittery, it makes me anxious, and I just want to cut back on that and see if my anxiety improves at all. And I know that matcha has a lot of health benefits, and it has this amino acid that's called L-theanine, and that's supposed to really help with anxiety. So I'm just all up for matcha. It's a little bit more of a bitter taste. It's definitely super different than coffee, but I'm all up for it. If it's going to help me and improve my mental health, I don't see why I cannot try matcha. So I'm going to... I mean, for making it the first time, it's not bad. I actually added a little bit of oat milk. I added some monk fruit sweetener, which monk fruit sweetener is really good. It's really good for your health. It actually doesn't spike your insulin, and I would recommend monk fruit sweetener and stevia. Those are like my two favorite all-time sweeteners, and this is actually not bad. I'm actually impressed. It's a little bit bitter, but with the pea milk that I really love, it actually tastes way better. So I'm impressed. I actually do want to go to a store that I found that sells matcha. It's called TT Matcha, in case you're here in Medellin. I've heard great things about that restaurant, and I just really want to go and try their matcha because it seems to be like the best matcha in town. I'm going to change. It's actually a little bit chilly today. It's like 70 or 69, which for me is like freezing. So I'm gonna grab a jacket, and I think I'm just gonna go and grab some matcha because it does taste a little bit watered down, the one that I tried. On today's vlog, I really wanted to talk about mental health because I feel like these last 2 weeks have been really hard on me mentally, emotionally, and I kind of wanted to open up and share my feelings with you guys and share what I've been going through. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts lately and a lot of YouTube videos based on this subject, and I know that it's a very sensitive subject to a lot of people. I feel like with these newer generations, it has become less of a stigma and people are more comfortable to talk about these subjects. So these last 2 weeks, I've been just on an emotional roller coaster, and it's been really hard on me. And I think it's whenever change is going to happen. So right now, we're just going to leave Medellin, and we're thinking of going to Mexico. Like, that's the plan right now. And I feel like that potentially kind of triggered me a little bit and made me go into this like weird negative cycle. And it was really hard on me, and I feel like I started to do a lot of research on mental health and anxiety. So I was doing a little bit of research, and then I came across this YouTube video from Tom Bilyeu, and I've been following Tom Bilyeu for years now. He's an entrepreneur, but he also focuses on wellness, on health, on business, and on his YouTube channel. He has an amazing YouTube channel. If you guys don't follow him, check him out. And he interviews a lot of people from all over the world, doctors, specialists, entrepreneurs, people that have really just been through it. And on this last episode, he interviewed Dr. Daniel Amen, and he is a psychiatrist and a brain disorder specialist. And he was interviewing him, and I just thought that it was so interesting, the things that he said. Like, for example, he had this patient that apparently he had like a really severe brain disorder. He had depression, he had anxiety, and I remember that he said that he came to his clinic, and he said that he had electroshock therapy. And I remember that Dr. Daniel Amen said to him, okay, so in order for you to get better, we need to cut certain foods out of your diet to see if these foods are potential triggers. And he was like kind of hesitant at the beginning. He was like, oh, I don't know if I want to do this. But then Dr. Daniel Amen was like, do you want to get better? Like, do you want to cure your mental illness? Because that is possible. And he was like, I will do anything. So they basically cut out trigger foods out of his diet, which were soy, corn, dairy, alcohol. And after cutting all of these trigger foods out of his diet, he went back to his clinic and he was like, wow, I feel fantastic. I feel like I no longer have brain fog. My anxiety, my depression have definitely improved tremendously. And then they slowly started to introduce these foods one by one into his diet to see if he had sort of a reaction. They introduced dairy. He didn't have any reaction to it. They introduced caffeine, I believe, and he didn't have any reaction to it. They introduced corn, and that's when he had kind of like a meltdown episode, and he had a vision of something really, really negative happening to him, which I will not say in this YouTube video because it's actually really, really hardcore. If you want to see the video, I will actually link it down below because it's one of the videos that really just opened my eyes. And I was like, wow, the foods that we eat, we are what we eat. And if you're potentially eating processed foods every single day, and if you are not taking care of your body properly, if you are living a sedentary life, like that has everything to do with how you feel every single day. We are bombarded every single day with so much negativity, whether it's from the news, whether it's from social media. Like, it's a lot to take on, especially when you're waking up in the morning and you're immediately checking your phone. It raises your cortisol levels, and of course you're going to be in this flight or fight mode for the rest of the day. So one thing that I found really interesting from this episode was the Dr. Daniel Amen. He has like a brain health assessment, and that's a test that I took to know what type of brain I have. And I actually found out that I have brain type 6. And he recommends, like, on each brain type, he recommends like supplements that you can take, the specific type of diet that you should be on. And I just thought that it was super interesting. So that's when I also decided to cut caffeine out, because I did notice that I started to drink a little bit of more iced coffees. And I don't know if it's because iced coffees have more caffeine. I don't know what it is, but I noticed that ever since I started drinking iced coffees, my anxiety has been through the roof. Like, it's been insane. And that's like the only thing that I've been doing different in my diet. So I was like, you know what? I feel like I need to cut back on caffeine. I did take a gut test like 2 years ago, which is called Viome. If you guys are interested in that, I will also link that down below. I think that taking a gut test is also super essential to your diet if you're feeling like you're having like skin breakouts, if you're having like really bad digestive issues, if you're having mood swings. I definitely recommend Viome. It's basically like a stool test that you send back to the lab, and then when you have the results back, they basically recommend supplements. They recommend foods that you should cut out of your diet, foods that you should incorporate more in your diet. And I just think that it's a really, really good test, and we should all know like the types of foods that we should be incorporating more in our diet. So starting today, I am cutting caffeine out. I made my first cup of matcha, but I am still going to keep trying to make that perfect matcha because it does have L-theanine, like I mentioned to you guys before. I'm just in this journey of just improving my mental health. I know that a lot of people are going through the same things, and it's something sensitive to talk about. I think that it's something that maybe some people are embarrassed about, and I completely get that because I felt like that before as well. I felt embarrassed sometimes to talk about my mental health. I've been like, okay, so what if they judge me if I'm telling them that I'm feeling a certain way or that I'm having these certain negative emotions? But at the end of the day, like, the best thing that you can do for yourself is ask for help and surround yourself with people that really love you and people that really want the best for you. And you guys, one more thing that I am super excited about is that I actually found this book through Tom Bilyeu as well, because I was also listening to one of his YouTube videos, and he was interviewing this holistic, they call her the holistic psychologist. Her name is Nicole Lepera, and she has more than 4 million followers on Instagram. She is just killing it on Instagram, and she is taking this wellness approach to psychology, and she decided to write a book about basically giving people the necessary tools to heal themselves from the inside out. And basically it's like an essential guide to creating a more vibrant, authentic, and joyful life. And one thing that's really interesting about this book as well is that it basically takes you back to your childhood And all of us have trauma in our life. And basically it's like discovering how certain traumas and experiences that we had in our childhood still live with us, resulting in like whole body dysfunction. And it basically activates harmful stress responses that keep us stuck, engaging in patterns of codependency, emotional immaturity. So what's really good about this book is that she offers us tools that will allow us to break free from these destructive behaviors. So I'm just all up for that. I'm so excited. This is like the book that has had the best reviews ever that I've ever noticed on Amazon. It has like, I don't know, let's see, 4.8 out of 5, and that is just amazing. I'm so excited. I'm already reading this book, and I can just tell that this book is going to change. I can just tell that this book is going to change my life. Hey you guys, so I'm going to go ahead and get some matcha. I really want to try this matcha from the store that's supposed to be really, really yummy. I'm excited to just go on this matcha journey and see if I really like it or not, because I have tried matcha before and I'm just not the biggest fan because of its bitter taste. But I have read that if you find really good matcha that's made really well, that it's super clean, that it's supposed to be really good and apparently not as bitter. So I don't know, let's see. I'm gonna go to this restaurant that I've been wanting to go for a while. Then I'm going to work out.
Driving around in California, looking for something to make me stay. Round and round forever searching for something that could never get replaced. Don't need you to save me, but I just really need to be saved.
So you guys, I ended up in Repeat, which is another place that I really love coming. I actually haven't come here in a long time. And I did something different. I actually got a matcha, and this is a chai matcha, and this is so, so good. And as I told you guys before, I'm trying to cut caffeine. So I feel like this is going to be like my new favorite thing now, because it's so good for your mental health and it doesn't give you the crash that caffeine does. So I'm just really excited to have matcha every single day. So cheers to that. Okay. Yay! I finished my matcha, by the way. It was really good.
Really?
Yeah. Hi.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hola.
It's matcha day.
It's matcha day. Gracias. That looks amazing. Wow. I think Izzy wants some too. So you guys, I got an avocado with banana, ginger, spinach smoothie, and this is so good. This is probably one of the best smoothies I've ever tried, and I'm super picky with my smoothies, but I just love that it's so clean.
Well, friend share, you know.
And just really good for you. Let's see if you like it. What do you think?
Delish.
So good. Wow.
Really
yeah.
good.
Let's taste test. Wow.
This is so weird. Honey.
Oh, this is really good.
Yay, that's awesome.
Guys, brunch was so good. If you're here in Medellin, definitely recommend going to Repeat. It's in El Poblado, and the granola that I had with the yogurt was so yummy. And then I also had the matcha and that smoothie. Everything was so good. Richard also had a hamburger with fries, and he also loved it as well. So now I'm just gonna go back home. I'm going to meditate, and after meditating I'm going to work out. and then I'm just gonna work for the rest of the day. Today is going to be more of a relaxing day, but I feel like I need it for my mental health, and I will take you guys along with me. Hi you guys, so we just got back home. Brunch was so good, and now I'm going to meditate. If you are new to my channel, I always meditate to Boho Beautiful Meditation, and they have a channel on YouTube, and they are just so good. They have really helped me with my anxiety. They also do like yoga videos, they also do Pilates videos, and I really like doing either their 10-minute meditations or their 15-minute meditations. And I'm gonna go ahead and start meditating because I haven't meditated yet, and meditation just sets the tone for my day, and every time that I do it, it just helps me with my anxiety and just mental clearness, and I just feel so good after doing it. And then I'm going to work out, take care of my body.
Give me love, give me all your love, oh, 'cause I want you.
So I just finished meditating, and I just feel so much better, and my mind is just so much clearer when I finish meditating. And one thing that I wanted to mention, you guys, is if you feel like you're having anxiety, or if you feel like you are going through depression or just any mental illness, I discovered a technique that's called CBT, which stands for cognitive behavior therapy. And I actually came across this technique in a YouTube video. I actually learned so much from watching YouTube videos and interviews. I learned about this technique, and I really thought that it was interesting because basically cognitive behavior therapy challenges those thoughts with other realistic, more objective thoughts. And there's also something super interesting that I read about is pattern interrupting. Basically, pattern interrupting is just a way to alter those negative thoughts into more realistic or more objective ones. So I'm still learning a lot about this technique, but I do find that a lot of psychologists, a lot of mental health advocates really talk about CBT because it has really helped them and it has transformed their lives. And I feel like I'm up for anything right now. I'm up for learning new things about mental health and new practices and anything that can help me feel better and just have mental clearness. Yeah, this is something that you guys might find interesting if you're just having a really hard time right now, or if you're going through anxiety, depression, whatever it is that you're going through, CBT might help you.
Afraid, emotions getting in your way. Afraid, but why you let me fall in love if you're afraid to commit and don't.
Hi you guys, so I just got back from the gym. I had a really good workout, and I just feel like whenever I have a good workout, it just helps me just get in a really good mindset for the rest of the day, and it just helps me just clear and calm my mind, and I just feel so much better. I really recommend it, you guys. If you are just feeling stressed out after a long day of work, or if you're just feeling a little bit anxious, just getting a really good workout and pushing yourself is going to make you feel 1,000 times better. And you guys, look at how cute this little cup that I got from Amazon. This is the cutest thing. I actually ordered all of these like silicone straws, and they were like maybe, I don't know, like $10 or something. And then this bottle came with these 2 straws. I'm gonna link them down below in case you guys are interested, but this is like super cute for like your iced coffee, for your smoothies, and it's really good quality. It's actually glass. And anyways, one more thing that I wanted to mention, you guys, is that I actually read this from Dr. Arianne, and he was the doctor that I spoke about earlier. Whenever you're feeling sad or lonely or anxious or depressed, write it down on a piece of paper, write down how you're feeling. And this is actually a form of cognitive behavior therapy. And then he has 5 questions that you're going to ask yourself. So the first one is this true? Is this thought true? So challenge yourself. And I absolutely know if it's true. The third thing is, how do I feel when I believe that thought? Really think about this. And then the fourth thing is, who would I be without that thought? So those questions are really going to put you in the right mindset and challenge those negative thoughts and belief patterns that you've been having for a while now. So that's one little tip that I wanted to share with you guys. I am going to just edit for the rest of the day and I'm also going to film a TikTok video. This is going to be the end of today's video. I really hope that this video helped you guys and inspired you, and I hope that I gave you some tools in order to combat your anxiety and to feel better every day, and just know that you're not alone. All of us go through anxiety from time to time. All of us have emotions and negative feelings, but it's up to us to find a way to better ourselves and to get on the right track. And I know that it's not easy, but it's all about having the right resources. These doctors that I recommended to you guys are just amazing, and they're really just on top of their game. They have helped me tremendously. Check that out. I will link everything down below that I mentioned today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, because I post videos every single day. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, because it really helps my channel. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.